Hi, this is Jess Hersey. Welcome back to my channel. All the supplements that I take, so why I take them, when I take them, how I take them, and also how I organize them all, because let's be honest, there is a lot. And if you're not organized and you're not on top of it, then you're not going to see the best benefits. You're going to forget to take them and it's just going to be a little bit of a mess. So let's get started. Hope you enjoy and I hope you find something that is helpful. All of the supplements and all of the medications that I take in a single day, I don't actually know how many I take. It's a ridiculous number, I know. Organizing the supplements and when you take them and having a routine in place is quite important for people like me. Since I've started taking all of these supplements, I feel so much better. I feel so much more healthy. I'm on top of my deficiencies. I just have a better quality of life. So it is worthwhile being on top of it. It is worthwhile being so diligent to the point where you're taking a million supplements. I bought these containers in the chemist. You know, lots of old people get these. I've got two little ones and a big one. So these are the supplements that I take after breakfast. These are my hydrocortisol and my Fluoranaft. So I found this really helpful to have it all cut into the right sizes, because I take, you can see that, I take different sizes at different times in the day. I take a 15 of cortisol in the morning after breakfast, and I take 2 Fluoranaft tablets after breakfast as well. And I find I can't think very well in the morning because my cortisol is dropping. So having it all set up, ready to go has been really helpful. I can just pop it in my mouth. I did accidentally take way too much because my brain was not working. 220 tablets. So this is why it's important to have these things set up so you don't make mistakes when you're not functioning properly. This one I take also in the morning, but this is before breakfast. Probiotics, which is very important for gut health, especially when you have a lot of immune disorders. So I've been taking this one for women. It's got cranberry in it as well. I actually take 2 of these, even though they recommend that you take 1. I've just found taking 2 of them has really helped me to stay on top of my health, my gut health, and also fighting off all these colds and flus that are going around right now. This one here is my Thyroxine. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know that I have Hashimoto's disease, which is a thyroid disease, and I have chosen not to take medicines that they have now, the steroids. So I take thyroid extract, and I find this was actually the old way that they used to do it before they brought in the new medicines, and I find this a lot more effective for my body. I haven't had any negative side effects, whereas the other ones you have a lot of negative side effects. So I take that instead. I just take 1 a day, and that's been great. And this little baby here is Serapeptane. Serapeptane, if you haven't heard of this is actually a silkworm enzyme. And yes, I know I sound crazy, but yeah, it's made from silkworms. Once again, I'm not a doctor. This helps with inflammation. So a lot of people with autoimmune diseases have high inflammation in their body. This is good for preventing fibroids, for preventing problems with menstrual cycles, things like that. So this is really good for women to have. Yeah, and I've just found when I stop it, my body becomes incredibly inflamed. So I've been taking this for years now, just 1 tablet. So that's what I take in the morning before breakfast. I actually keep this in my bedside drawer with a glass of water in the morning, and I just pop it in as soon as I wake up, because for these to work properly, you should probably take them an hour before you eat. So if I take it as soon as I wake up, I find by the time I'm ready to eat, it's been an hour anyway. So morning, before breakfast, after breakfast, after my smoothie. Then these ones. So we've got a lot of tablets here. This is my turmeric, and this is the high strength turmeric. Once again, great preventing inflammation in your body. Then we've got this guy here, which is magnesium. This has been great for muscle strength, for supporting my healthy muscle and nervous system. So I find I get a lot of achy muscles when I stop taking this. This this one is calcium and vitamin D. I know we get a lot of people that say don't take calcium supplements, they're full of poison, blah blah blah, but I choose personally to take a calcium supplement because I do have a lot of allergies and reactions to things, so just staying on top of my deficiencies has been more helpful than worrying about what everyone else is saying. So staying on top of my calcium, because I don't have traditional dairy, and having vitamin D in it as well helps with the absorption. We all know vitamin D is incredibly important, especially in winter, because we're not getting it that much from the sun. This little baby here, folinic acid. So folinic acid, if you know anything about the MTHFR genetic mutation, it's a mutation where you can't absorb synthetic folate, which is a great big problem when all of the prenatal vitamins have the synthetic form of folate, and it's pretty much just poison to your body. So folinic acid is the form of folate that I can actually absorb. Metafolate, I can't actually handle for some reason, even though that's the natural one. This is the next best thing. I feel like almost everyone can handle this one, so that's why I went for that one. Collagen is next. Huge tablets. These are so hard to swallow. I have to cut them in half, like they get stuck. Anyway, these are my collagen tablets. I used to think people who took collagen were like vain, or it was just people who were trying to stay young forever, but I've done a lot more research into it, and a lot of my skin problems from my Hashimoto's, a lot of my dry skin, yeah, and it's been helpful for little wrinkles that are popping up now. So this is the BioGlen collagen. Be careful though, because some supplements you don't even realize that it has zinc in them, and you don't want to take too much zinc because that can actually deplete your iron levels, which I have discovered. So this has zinc in it as well. So I don't take an additional zinc tablet because a lot of the tablets already have zinc in them. So this has been really good for my dry skin. My arms, I don't know if you can see it. My arms get really, really weird in winter, and I get all these bumps, and they go really, really dry and sometimes inflamed. And I accidentally stopped taking collagen for about a month without realizing it because I have so many tablets and I just forgot to order more. But since I've started taking this, it's actually going down again. I've been taking it for a week now and it's getting so much better. So I encourage you, especially if you have skin problems like me, you get dermatitis, you have dry skin, you get inflamed skin, give collagen a go. Especially if it has the zinc and the vitamin C in it as well. Really good. This one is Evening Primrose Oil. If you have not heard of this, you need to get on it, especially if you are a woman, because after taking this for 3 months, I've been taking it for longer than that, but after taking it straight for 3 months, I've noticed less hormonal influx when it comes to my cycle, so less drops there, and then I don't actually need to medicate as much with my steroids. I was taking extra medication every single period, every single ovulation, because I just needed the extra cortisol, but since taking this, I don't have to do that as often. It just keeps your body more stable during those great hormonal drops. It helps with the pain. I have not had as much pain with the PMS. It helps with skin problems as well, so really, really great for dry skin, eczema, all that kind of skin flare-ups. If you have dry skin, if you're like me and your body's inflamed, this also helps with inflammation. Give this a go. Milk thistle. I think I have a chronic liver problem. Again, not diagnosed, because by the time you get diagnosed, it's almost too late and you need to take steroids, or you need to, do all these things. So I'm trying to prevent that from happening. So this is what keeps my liver functioning. When I stop taking this, I end up getting gallbladder pain, all kinds of problems all through that system. Vitamin E, again, helping with skin, because I guess if you can't tell by now, there's a theme that I have bad skin. It also helps with cardiovascular health. There's a lot of issues with adrenal insufficiency, and your cardiovascular system, it's under a lot of strain. It's a healthy fat. It helps with circulation, and it's great for hair, skin and nails. So selenium having a deficiency in selenium has been linked to Hashimoto's, so I was really making sure that I was staying on top of this. And I'm not exactly sure why we need it, but we do. Another thing I do take every day is Epsom salts. So I take this in my water bottle, just 1 teaspoon, and it helps with anxiety, it helps with stress, and it also helps with detoxing, which is really important when you have all these autoimmune diseases and if you cannot be stressed with adrenal insufficiency. So really important for me. Iron. Now, I don't take these all the time. I only take them when I need it, and how I figure out when I need it is when my gums start to hurt. They start to feel very sensitive, my teeth feel a little bit sore, and I get really, really tired, and I know that that's when I need iron. I don't know how I made that connection, but anyway. Okay, I need to take extra iron during ovulation and also during my menstrual cycle. And that's been helpful for not taking extra steroids as well, keeping on top of that iron deficiency. The thing I take, if you've seen my smoothie videos, is olive leaf extract, and this is great for preventing colds and flus. It relieves symptoms of coughs, colds and flus, sore throats, and upper respiratory tract infections, and I just wanted to be really on top of that. So anyone who has adrenal insufficiency knows that you do not want to get sick. You want to prevent that as much as possible. So that's what I've been taking every day to try and prevent that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that it was helpful, and I hope that I was clear enough, and I hope that you weren't overwhelmed by the ridiculous amount of supplements that I do take. But this is my life, this is my health, and it's worth it. Worth it for a good quality of life, to be able to function and to be able to just feel healthy and be healthy.